In this lesson, we're going to pose our avatar and put one of the hands in the pocket of a pair of pants. You could also use a dress if you'd like, but you have to have a finished garment to start. And then I will talk to you about how you would create the hand in pocket pose. The first thing is that I'm using my avatar and I'm starting with one of the standard poses that comes in the Clo library. I have then moved her left arm and her hand into position where I would want the final pose to go. I've turned on my X-ray joints or the skeleton, and I have clicked on the ball joints here and moved the arm into place and then adjusted the fingers so that they are compact and will fit inside the pocket. Now, I'm not going to save this as my final pose. If I did the final pose as this one, it would cause some issues with the hand because the pants would have difficulty draping. So I'm going to make one small adjustment, and I'm going to I'm going to use the blue circle on the gizmo and open this hand up so that I can change the pose and have space for the hand to drape into, or for the pants to drape in between the hand and the leg. This is what I'm going to save as the hand in pocket pose. File, save as, pose. Hand in pocket. This will save this as a pose format file, and I will click save. Next, we'll open up our final garment that we want to put our hand into the pants pocket. I'm simply going to double click on the pose in the library and apply it to my avatar. And if you remember, what we did was we moved the hand out so that there would be space for the pant to drape against the leg. I'm then going to again turn on my X-ray joints, and I am going to adjust the hand here just slightly. Okay, we don't want the hand to go in the pocket. What we're actually going to do is we are going to put the pocket around the hand to start. Okay, our pocket, if I hide, oops, I don't want to hide my whole garment here. If I hide my outer part of my pant in the front, you will see that the pocket bag has two pieces. It has an outer part and an inner part. And obviously, we want the outer part on the outside of the hand. Now, I could move the pattern piece if I wanted to, but that may cause some stability issues when I go back and I simulate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Select Mesh box or lasso tool, whatever you feel the most comfortable with. And I'm going to use the Select Mesh box to select an area of this pocket so that I can move this outside of my hand. It does not have to look pretty. It just has to be outside of the hand. I'm also going to select the edge here so I can understand where the pocket actually is. And again, pull that out. And I can also select in the 3D window to figure out exactly where these pieces are actually going around the hand. Now, this takes some work, some patience. You may need to do it more than once. Okay? For the moment, what I'm going to do is the pattern piece that I have hidden, okay, if I bring this back, there is my pattern piece. I am simply going to, for the moment, deactivate it, okay? And I'm going to hide just that one. Whoops, I did it again. Just hide that one pattern piece. I'm going to also use the strengthen option to help me here. And I'm going to now simulate. Okay, my result is pretty good. As you can see, the pocket is coming out because it is actually sewn to the front of the pants. But this has given me a better idea of where I am. So I'm going to again use my skeleton. I'm going to pull this in a little bit, and I'm going to simulate again and see where I am. Now I'm going to work with my select mesh box again and fix where the fingers are poking through on the pocket pieces. Okay, and I'm going to try simulating one more time. Okay, they are still poking through. Part of it is because of the particle distance here. If I change this particle distance to 5, this will help somewhat. I'm also then going to bring back the outer portion of my pants and finally simulate that in to see how those pieces work together. The extra and there you can see I'm now simulating with the higher particle or the higher resolution pockets, and it's coming together a little bit better. Okay. I can turn on simulation while I have my X-ray joints on, and I can use the simulation to help me move my pocket and my hand closer to the body. If I do it in small increments, stop simulation, turn off there. So my pocket is looking better. I'm going to bring back my pant leg, and I'm going to finally activate this. And before I simulate it, I'm actually going to make it so that it is on the outside of the pocket. I will also add strengthen to help me get this into place. It is helpful if this is completely on the outside, or if you assign a layer to this so that it stays on the outside. And I'm going to simulate. And there my pant leg is going into place. I still obviously have some things poking through here. I'm going to turn off strengthen on the pocket and simulate. And then finally turn off the strengthen on the pant leg and simulate. And finally, I will turn off this layer designation. I will then change my garment to a high resolution garment. And finally, I will simulate the entire garment at high resolution, and that will give a chance for the pattern pieces to interact with each other normally. The folds and creases will come together better, and the hand, as you can see, is in my pocket. You could do some adjustment to the to the two pockets and how they're working together. It's really up to you to decide how much you would like to continue to work with this. And then when it looks as you want it to, you are finished.